KMC HD3 Detroit, KMPS HD3 Seattle, WBMX HD3 Boston.
And on AOL Radio
and Yahoo Launchcast. CBS Radio's The New Sky.
What dreams may come. Are you seeking personal guidance? Spirit Guide Radio presents Psychic World with John G. Sutton. One of Britain's top clairvoyants is your spiritual guide.
248-545-SOUL.
CBS Radio's The Sky.
Believe.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Psychic World. My name is indeed John G. Sutton, and with me this evening is the amazing Countess Starella. Good evening, Countess.
Good evening, John, and hello to all our dear friends.
Yes, we've got lots of listeners. I know we have, because we get loads of calls all the time. People call me in from my website, PsychicWorld.net, and I know that they can contact Countess Starella. Tell us how they get hold of Countess Starella.
CountessStarella.com and Oranum.com.
Aranum.com. Yes, you work on Aranum, and so do I as Psychic John G. You can locate myself or Countess Starella at Aranum.com, or indeed through our websites, which is CountessStarella.com or PsychicWorld.net. This evening, our specialist subject is going to be alien interaction. And my first encounter with aliens was when I was a boy. It would be 1957, and I was coming back from visiting my grandparents in my father's car, and as we passed a large hill in Lancashire called Ramsbottom, the hill being called the Ram, and we were driving on the road at the bottom, hence it's called Ramsbottom, that's the town. My father stopped the car and said, "Look at all this," and we got out the car, and above this hill, which is a tall, dark hill in Lancashire, there were a series of multicoloured lights, and they were moving in an erratic, very strange, no pattern way, fluctuating in and out, and they could not have been, it couldn't have been a helicopter, it couldn't have been a plane, and this is 1957. We watched this interacting for quite a long time, and I know that it would be at about 11:30 p.m. at night. It was quite late, and I would only be about 8 years old. And my father said, under no circumstances must you repeat what you've seen. You must tell nobody about this. You see, he was a police officer, and he didn't want to be the policeman that saw flying saucers. Have you had experiences like this, Countess?
Yes, frequently. I would say the first one I really remember vividly, I was about 6 years old. One of the first times I'd ever been let out of the house by myself. I'm walking around near a huge field, and, just dusk, and several odd-shaped, huge light craft, all hovering unlike anything else in the world. And I wasn't really afraid. I just felt that I had to share it with someone. And my mother said, "Are you absolutely sure? Write it down. Draw a picture." She goes, this is fascinating. She loved the idea. She had seen them before, too. So she was very open to it.
So you think your mother was in contact with the aliens as well? My father certainly wasn't, and he made me aware that I must not repeat it. And of course, I never did. I never really thought much about it until round about the age of 16. I was on holiday in a place called Cornwall, which is a beautiful county of England. And as I was going back to where we were staying, in the sky I saw this amazingly bright light. It obviously, it wasn't the moon, it wasn't a reflection of anything, it certainly was not a plane, because it crossed the sky in a split second, straight across the horizon, stopped absolutely dead in its tracks, did a 90-degree turn to the left, stopped, and then shot forward into infinity and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear might say. There was nothing remotely possible that I'd ever seen that could do that. You ever seen any UFOs behaving in that manner?
Yes, several times, just as you describe. And it happens so fast, you catch yourself and think, wow, how did I get so lucky? I always feel like I'm very lucky to catch these encounters.
It is. It does seem strange. And the thing that puzzles me about this is that I can see these things. I do see them on an irregular basis, not on a regular basis. But many other people who are with me just do not see them. And I said, did you see that? No. Well, are they walking around looking at the floor? That's what I think. How could you possibly not see this? And over the area, I go into a city called Manchester, which I drive into on a fairly regular basis, but at night, yeah. And I have seen numerous, and they're shaped like a V, like a V shape, and they're hanging in the sky. I mean, they're not moving left, right, center. They're not going up, down. They're just hanging in the sky. And I've actually taken photographs, stopped my car and taken photographs of these things. They're inexplicable, even in the daylight. Have you seen any of these V-shaped UFOs?
Yeah, absolutely. I call them the Vs. They are... Evidently, we're not the only ones who have seen this shape, because there have been various reports, and it seems as though at this time in the cosmos, it's more common to admit that you've seen them. So there's collaboration on the different shapes and movements, and that's one of the most common.
But the V shapes, people, you're listening to this program tonight, if you look out this evening, yeah, have a look at the sky and see if you can see a V-shaped object illuminated. It looks as if it's emitting light. If it's going to emit light, there's nothing V-shaped in nature that I know that floats in the sky. Do you know of anything, Countess?
Boomerangs.
So the Aborigines in Australia are responsible for these things are absolutely enormous. I was in the Lake District, which is perhaps the most beautiful place on earth, in my opinion, in an area of the Lake District around a place called Newby Bridge. And my wife was taking photographs of me standing by this, which is a beautiful medieval bridge. And when we developed the images above me, and it must have been absolutely enormous because you can see the trees behind me, is an enormous blue purpley orb, and it looks as if it's emitting light from the sides of it. And this was not on one occasion, this was on 3 separate films, three separate images. So this image was not just a trick of the light, this is actually an image that was observed in the sky, a massive great UFO, like an orb-shaped round purple light, purpley blue light. Absolutely incredible. Countess, last week we sang a beautiful song, didn't we?
Oh, that was fun.
Would you like to sing a song this week?
Certainly, we have to.
We've got to. We're getting fan mail, you know.
Isn't it delightful? Who would have imagined?
Yeah, people are sending me emails saying, I hope you're going to sing again next week, John. And with your amazing Countess Starella. So I think perhaps we could give him a song. Would you like that?
Yes. Or you mean immediately?
Well, I think
a little later.
I think we can do it now.
Oh well. Let me.
Have you got a guitar there?
Certainly. Let the maestro grab the instrument.
All right. Well, I'm feeling quite young, so what about singing Young at Heart? Would you like to sing that?
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
I'll sing it in my best Sinatra voice.
It seems to suit us well.
That's Edward Sinatra, by the way, not Frank Sinatra. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Should I take it away?
Yes.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart.
You can go to extremes with impossible schemes and laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way.
Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart.
And if you should survive to 105, look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part. You have a head start if you are among the very young at heart.
Wonderful, Countess. Absolutely brilliant. That was Young at Heart. And we hope you all really are young at heart. We're going to take some callers now. Is it possible for me to speak to Harasha? Hello. Can I speak to Harasha, please?
John?
Hello. Is that Harasha?
Yes, John. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well, Harasha. Thank you very much for calling in this evening. We've got some questions that you need to have answered. One of the questions concerns work, where I feel you are a far bigger success than you are ready to admit, or probably they are even intimating to you, because I feel that they're playing the cards fairly close to the chest. Does this make some sense to you, Harasha?
Yes, John, it does.
Mm-hmm. Believe in yourself, yeah? Because I know that you are an absolute success. You are impressing the senior management. That there have been some changes at work at the moment, I feel, around you, that have like thrown a spanner in the works. But they do say that a new brush sweeps absolutely clean. But I feel that in the case of where you're working, they've got a new brush that is like breaking it over people's heads. Does that make some sense?
Yes, it does.
But do not, under any circumstances, feel that what they're doing is attacking you. What they've done in there is gone around and created a form of chaos, and out of chaos will come a kind of order, and in that order there will be a new position for you, Harasha, yeah? And I do know that you are going to another unit, yeah?
Yes,
away. You're going to another unit, and you're going to Colorado. Do you know this?
Yes, mm-hmm. I am. Yes.
You're going to Colorado, and when you're in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado, you will be a success. There's some new system that you're going to be using there. You might not know this, but there's some new system that you're going to be using there that will be that will enable you to succeed. And when you come back, then you're up on the managerial level and the next stage up. But there's also questions concerning relationships that are surrounding you at the moment. What we've got to do, Harasha, yeah? Let me have a look at your relationship when the next part of the show. Would you stay on the line and speak to me directly after the break?
Sure, I will.
Thank you. Please stay on the line. We're just going to take a break and we'll be straight back.
You'll find paranormal mysteries, supernatural, and psychic phenomena are decoded by one of Britain's top psychic mediums, John G. Sutton. Go to PsychicWorld.net to book your consultation today. A gifted clairvoyant, John uses his incredible power to see or even hear what has been or what will be in your life. He can decipher your dreams, your voices from beyond, and identify the spirits or elemental beings in your life. Radio host and medium of Psychic World, John can consult you privately at PsychicWorld.net. Most importantly, John can predict your fate, fortune, and love destiny. Book your consultation today at PsychicWorld.net. International best-selling author John G. Sutton's books include Psychic Pets and was featured on the Walt Disney Animal Planet show, Pittsburgh, USA. And he can communicate with your spirit animal, too. Consult with one of Britain's leading psychic mediums, John G. Sutton, by going to PsychicWorld.net. If you are seeking guidance, John will use his supernatural powers to tap into your past, present, and future to guide you on the right path. Go to PsychicWorld.net and book your consultation with Britain's leading psychic, John G. Sutton, at PsychicWorld.net.
New Sky Radio. NewSkyRadio.com and Psychic Radio, PsychicOnAir.com. Powered by CBS Radio, AOL, and Yahoo, is unlike any talk radio station, with a mission to improve the world one listener at a time. This is where you can be the star of your own show. Our listeners are truly unique, truly interactive, and passionate about their world, the sky, and Psychic Radio listeners genuinely care about the environment, social justice, their personal health, and raising people up to live their best life every day. Our motto is New Horizons, No Boundaries. New Age views, life coaching, psychic analysis, alternative medicine, and cutting-edge mind, body, and spirit shows can all be found on the Sky and Psychic Radio. Perhaps you have what it takes to join our broadcast family. An open mind, a great idea, and a passion for enriching lives. Check out all the exciting details by clicking the microphone on our homepage at newskyradio.com or give Lisa Rodman a call at 248-546-9600 to learn just how affordable it can be to host a show.
Discover your spirit. Spirit Guide Radio, the Sky's newest network, is seeking spiritual guides who can help our listeners discover their spirit as a radio show host. If you are a professional spiritual teacher or metaphysician that can inspire and empower our listeners' spirit to fly high, Spirit Guide Radio Network wants to hear from you. Call Laura at 309-888-4589. We'd like to hear from experts who can spiritually guide our audience to live life fully, one caller at a time. We seek professionals in the field of tarot, numerology, feng shui, animal communication, exorcism, color therapy, medical intuition, positive witchcraft, neuropathic medicine, herbology, aromatherapy, shamanism, voodoo, Reiki, or energy healing, channeling, ghost hunting. The sky's the limit. Spirit Guide Radio Network would like to hear your proposal for developing a radio show starring you. Call Laura at 309-888-4589. Spirit Guide Radio Network is also seeking guest experts to interview on our current shows on air. Call Laura, 309-888-4589 today. CBS Radio's The Sky.
The Sky.
Now back to Psychic World with John G. Sutton, presented by Spirit Guide Radio. Call John G. Sutton now.
248-545-7685.
Welcome back to Psychic World. I am indeed John G. Sutton, and I'm with the amazing Countess Starella. Do we still have Harasha?
Hey,
Hello. Hello, Harasha. Yeah. As I said before we took that brief break, thanks for staying on the line, Harasha. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is a relationship question about you, and this is concerning a very beautiful lady who is, I feel, in a way being put in a situation that isn't of her own making. I feel that it's almost as if she's heading towards an arranged situation. Does that make some sense, Harasha?
Yes, it does.
But I believe that this is a very intelligent lady, and I can see study, I can see university around her, I can see dark hair, I feel that she is petite, I feel that she's particularly lovely, and I know that she is waking up to the problems that surround her, because I don't believe that she is going to allow herself to be manipulated or arranged into a situation that is going to involve her in a lifetime of it's almost as if she's going to be having to do a duty indefinitely. Mm-hmm. Does that make some sense?
Yes.
Very good. Well, I don't feel it's going to happen, Harasha. I feel that she will wake up. And I do believe that you do love her. But you're a handsome young man. Make your case. Can I ask you to please speak to my colleague, Countess Starella?
Yes.
Hello, my dear.
How are you doing?
Oh, wonderful. I feel some old world, old soul connection to you on the other side of the globe. Where are you from originally?
India.
How beautiful, magical, wonderful India, where I had a past life. My dear, that's why you have the wisdom of a sage. So I want you to be very confident and careful, as you look at your future relationship, which seems extremely positive. Something quite enchanting is headed your way in this relationship. I wish you the best of luck, my dear.
Thank you very much.
So glad to meet you.
Thank you, Countess. Arasha, thank you very much for calling in this evening. Believe me, I feel that this will resolve, and it's almost as if it's unrequited love, but I don't think it's totally unrequited. I know that you have been noticed by this very beautiful young lady, and it's just a case of she's being placed into a situation where she's being manipulated, but time will resolve this, I feel. Thank you very much, Arasha.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arasha, yeah. We'd like now to take another call, and Countess Starella, it's your turn.
I would love to speak to Melina from Connecticut.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Good. I have a question about my love life, because for now I've been seeing one guy, but communication is on and off, and I want to know if there's potential. Or am I better off seeing someone else? Or just going forward?
How long have you known this person, dear?
Since I've met him, the first time I met him was 2 years ago. So
and are you anywhere near Hartford or Bridgeport?
Yeah, I'm near Hartford.
Okay. I want you to take charge of this situation immediately and realize you're looking at this relationship in different ways. Okay. I don't feel he is completely honoring or validating you when it comes to support, encouragement, and a solid connection. You've felt it before. I actually think another love is going to head your way, either at the very end of this year or early next year. Do you think you're ready to give a new person a chance, Melina?
I'm not sure, because I've tried last year. Another guy kept taking me out, but I've never felt the same way compared to how I feel about this guy.
Well, here's the situation with the existing person. Mm-hmm. You have the love. You have the love connection, but you have to make sacrifices when he's emotionally distant. If you can handle that, great, but it feels like that may be hurting you a little. John, would you like to take a look at this?
Yeah, Melina, I want to tell you that you are dreaming of this man, yeah? And that is the absolute indication that what you're doing is the right path. Because as you dream, I feel that there is an interaction on the astral plane. Do you know what the astral plane is? It's the next dimension. It's a dimension of dreams where we can interact in our etheric bodies. During these dreams that you're having of this particular man, have you dreamt of holding his hand?
Not holding his hand, but like holding him in general, like just having my arms around him, basically, at one point.
In your dreams, yes?
Yeah, there was one dream in particular, yeah.
And let me tell you this, Melina, I feel that he is having the same dreams that you're having, yeah? Because this is more of an interaction, as I said, on the astral plane than just a straightforward dreams. Dreams come in many forms, but the particularly powerful dream that you're having is indicative that you have found the one that you're meant to be with. So I feel that you will put this right, that the matters will resolve, and that in the fullness of time you will grow closer together, that your dreams will come true. I also feel there's going to be a change of location together, but that will be together, and I feel that into the middle of next year that this will happen. Also, Melina, have you been in some way changing your appearance?
Kinda. Not really, though. I mean...
Yeah, but you are looking very beautiful. Has he told you this?
No, he's never told me that, but... I mean, he called me beautiful, but not recently, though, since I don't see him that often.
But you are going to do into the middle of next year, and I feel that there is a positive change of direction. Melina, thank you very much for calling in. Just follow your dreams. Follow your dream.
Okay.
It is going to be realized, yeah?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Melina, yeah? Is it possible to speak to Amy, please? Amy from... Can you hear me, Amy?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Amy. Listen, there are certain pathways in life, and we come to a crossroads, yeah? When we hit the crossroads, decisions have got to be made. If you make the right decision, then you'll take the correct path. I feel that you are fast approaching a crossroads now. Does that make some sense to you?
Yes.
And I feel that there is a change in many aspects of your life, but the specific change that's going to happen is a change of direction in your employment. Does that make some sense?
Yes.
Well, Amy, you've absolutely got to believe in yourself. Also, have you been thinking of doing some further studies?
Not further studies.
Because I do feel that there's going to be some. It's either a new system, a new scheme, a new series of learning that you've got to do, that you've got to implement. And I do feel that there is a different employment situation immediately ahead of you, Amy. Yeah, I do feel that you are taking a change of career. Yeah. Have you actually been looking at this?
Yes, I have been for quite some time, but it hasn't worked out for me. There was one job that I really thought that I had back in November, and it didn't pan out for me. It was somebody that's relocating to the area, which I don't know why they took her, because she still hasn't even started the job.
Well, did you actually go for the interview?
Yes.
Well,
yes. And it's state government. I work for state government, and...
Yeah, well, certain things will transpire whereby that works in your favour, because I do not think that they have forgotten you, Amy. Are you with me?
Okay.
I don't think they've forgotten you, and there will be another opportunity that appears that you must take, yeah? And once you're in that position, then I feel that the reason I'm seeing studies is it may very well be that you start to enter upon the managerial scale and that you take some steps up. But when you start doing that, they have like little... I call them in-house courses. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
They're courses run by your employer, so that there will be certain things that you have to learn, certain systems, certain managerial skills, and that's where you should be heading. But Amy, in this next year, 2014, there's a prediction for you, Amy. By the time we get to March, it's all changed. You're coming up to the crossroads. Can you speak, please, quickly to my friend Countess Starella?
Amy, do not give up on your dream of this job. I think something will orchestrate your movement into it, and it could be a little discouraging at times when something looks like it's going in the different direction, but hang on. The opportunity exists, and it will be near you soon.
Okay.
Good luck, darling. Best of luck.
Can you hear me, Amy?
Yeah. Do you think maybe the lady will turn it down, or?
I just don't think she takes the position. I think they'll have to re-advertise. They'll call you back, and you're the right person for the job. But
yes.
You ring back in and tell me in 2 or 3 weeks' time, yeah, that you have been contacted again and you're going in. And we're going to take a break now. Thank you very much, Amy. Thank you very much for calling in. This is Psychic World on CBS Spirit Guide Radio. We'll be back.
Enlighten, empower, enrich. This is CBS Radio's The New Sky.
New horizons, no boundaries.
Down, a shadow unborn. Come into my house, leave me alone. But in the morning, brick by brick, I have grown. And forget the cut house, broke with a stone stuff, yeah. We've got the roots, music, my rock, in the storm that I blows. It's the anchor that holds. Baby, some roots, music, my rock, the storm of that blows. It's the shelter I know. Yeah, we've got the roots, music, my rock, in the storm that I blows. It's the anchor that holds. Baby, some roots, music, my rock, storm of that blows. The shelter I know. Yeah.
CBS Radio's The Sky.
The Sky.
Now back to Psychic World with John G. Sutton, presented by Spirit Guide Radio. Call John G. Sutton now.
248-545-7685.
Good evening and welcome back to Psychic World. This is indeed John G. Sutton, and with me this evening is Countess Starella. Countess Starella, tell our wonderful listeners, please, how people can get in touch with you.
You may find me at CountessStarella.com or in the wonderful world of Oranum.com.
Very good, and I'm sure that you'll be absolutely inundated with people trying to get in touch with you after this marvellous show this evening on CBS Spirit Guide Radio. This is Psychic World, and I am indeed John G. Sutton. You can contact me through PsychicWorld.net, or why don't you just Google me and have a look. I've written numerous books. One of my best-selling books at the moment is I'm Not Mad, I'm Psychic, which is about my previous host on this show, the wonderful Wayne Isaacs. So you can get that book on Amazon Kindle. It's very reasonably priced. I'm sure you'll find that. I'm Not Mad, I'm Psychic. We've got rave reviews. We've got 25 5-star reviews on Amazon. It's I'm Not Mad, I'm Psychic. And it was written by yours truly, John G. Sutton. Could I please speak to Dawn from...
Hi, John.
Hello, Dawn. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I just spoke to you earlier on Uranum today, and I wanted to tell you what I decided with Tom, how I said that I'm going to let him come to me. I'm no longer going to call him or pursue anything with him. He needs to step up to the plate.
That's right. It's the right way, Dawn. Listen, the big thing about this man is that he's used to being in a position of authority.
I understand.
And he is used to making the decisions. You try to start preempting that and making decisions for a man who is used to being in control. You're going to hit a brick wall there. So I honestly, absolutely certain feel that you must not do that. The right way to do it is to allow this man to assume command.
Right.
Because he's used to being...
My question is, like, if that happens and... You know, do I stand to lose him if I just back off or pull away from him completely? Will he do this? Do you see him?
Well, he's going through I know that this man is going through a personal situation at the moment, which he has to resolve.
Right.
That there is passion there. I know that you've spoken to this man and almost put your cards on the table, but don't preempt this. Don't push him into a situation. It's a man who... that's right. Don't do it. Allow him to make the moves, and Dawn, he will make the moves in your direction. This is, as I've said all along, it comes round about Christmas time into the new year when matters start to move forward quite rapidly. Would you have a quick...
When you say don't make any, let him come to me, that is just intimately too, everything you mean, don't just pull back completely.
You don't have to make any moves. You don't need to pull back. Just be quiescent. Have a quiet period here, yeah?
Okay.
Just allow him to take the next step. Would you please have a quick word with my delightful friend, the Countess Starella, Dawn?
Sure, John.
Hello, Dawn, darling. I'm saying a
Hey.
prayer for you.
Thank
You know,
you.
you've been so patient with this
Yes.
man, and that's what
Patience
was
is a virtue.
necessary. You have really accommodated him, and now it's true. It needs a little bit of a healing, quiet time so that he can get his affairs under control and reach out to you. And it might come just right the early part of next year.
I just
Busy
don't want
yourself.
to lose him over this. I mean, I know I shouldn't feel insecure, but I am, I guess. I invested 2 years. I mean, I love this person, and I don't want to lose him over this, but I know I have to do it. I have to pull back.
Yes, that's the right thing at this moment. And then just allow the heavenly forces to work on his soul and heart, which should pull him closer to you.
I hope so. 'Cause it's been two and over 2.5 years, and I'm kind of at my breaking point.
Sure. Good luck, darling.
Thank you. Bless you.
Dawn, you are not going to break, believe me. Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
The only problem that you've got is this man still thinks he's wearing the badge. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hang in there. Thank you.
You hang in there, Dawn, and we'll speak soon. Thank you very much,
Thank
Dawn.
you. Bless you
Yeah.
both. Bye.
Dawn, thank you very much. Countess Starella, I believe it's your turn to speak to one of our wonderful callers.
Regina from Illinois.
Yes, hi. I have two questions, if you have time. One question, I was born in Russia, but the other, and I would like to know, one, will I meet the right person in my life, in the love life, and the messages from the other side, what's going on there.
Oh, Regina, there's so much around you.
Oh, my God.
I love Russia. I'm very familiar with it. And you have an ability yourself to communicate with the other side. There are several people trying to talk to you. One is a relative that was close to you, and some messages from childhood are drifting in here, as well as this person is so proud of you and wishes for you to speak when things are quiet. Who are we talking about? Is it a grandmother or someone's close to you? And then there seems to be a friend up there too.
Well, my grandmother passed away, and then I had a couple of dreams from my father-in-law also. So, and my ex-father-in-law, I'm divorced right now, and I would like to know what's going on and about my love life.
All right. The father-in-law is giving you a kind of praise and encouragement and is hoping for your happiness. So many people seem to be looking out for you, and I think grandmother will guide you to the new partner. But you must be very strict about the training process for this new person. I believe he will show up just at the start of the coming year. I'm thinking someone will introduce you to him, Regina. Be ready. Be ready for someone quite fascinating. John, would you like to talk to Regina?
Regina, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are tuning into the world beyond, and I also feel that you've been having visitations. The visitations, I believe, are, as Countess Starella said, from a lady in beyond who was, I believe it was your grandmother, yeah?
Right.
Are you familiar with a city called Moscow?
I don't know what it is, but I came when I was 13 years old, so.
Oh, you don't remember it, but there is a connection with the city of Moscow, yeah. And I'm being shown here a series of what they call Russian dolls, yeah. That inside each doll is another doll, so it's as if they're showing me this. Do you have one of these dolls in your house?
My parents, they have it. They have it like one doll, little metal doll, like 7 of them, like 8 of them or so. Mm-hmm.
That's right, yeah. But they all slot together to make one big doll, yeah?
Yes, my parents has it, yes. Uh-huh.
That doll came from Moscow, yeah? Or you probably don't know it, but your parents will tell you about this. One day that doll will be yours, but it's being shown to me now, not only to prove that that you are being contacted by this lady who did at one time own this doll, yeah, but she is saying that you are being opened up to a new you. Are you with me, Regina? Yeah? That there is a new you, and that this is you that will find the love that you deserve in this life. You see, Regina, you've gone through forward here, almost not believing that you can be in love and be fulfilled. But believe me, over the next 4 to 8 weeks, the door is opening, and you will find that there is a new you. There is one self becomes another self, and you almost transform. It's like a metamorphosis. So believe me, Regina, your time is coming, and the next year is going to be one of great happiness. Thank you very much for calling in, Regina.
Thank you. Will I meet the Russian man or American man?
You're going to meet an American man. You're going to meet an American man.
Okay.
Take my advice.
You know the name of the person, and that's it.
Do I know the name of the person? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what somebody called Tyler? Tyler.
Tyler.
Write that down. Yeah. Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much for calling in, Regina.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can contact me via PsychicWorld.net. You can contact Countess Starella by CountessStarella.com. We do hope that you will phone in this evening, and the number to call is 248-545-7685. My name is John G. Sutton. You can Google me, read my books. One of my new books is called Paranormal Pets. Paranormal Pets, that's all about psychic animals, and you can get that on Amazon. It's John G. Sutton, and we will be back in 1 minute or so. Thank you very much. We're going to take a break now.
You'll find paranormal mysteries, supernatural, and psychic phenomena are decoded by one of Britain's top psychic mediums, John G. Sutton. Go to PsychicWorld.net to book your consultation today. A gifted clairvoyant, John uses his incredible power to see or even hear what has been or what will be in your life. He can decipher your dreams, your voices from beyond, and identify the spirits or elemental beings in your life. Radio host and medium of Psychic World, John can consult you privately at PsychicWorld.net. Most importantly, John can predict your fate, fortune, and love destiny. Book your consultation today at PsychicWorld.net. International best-selling author John G. Sutton's books include Psychic Pets and was featured on the Walt Disney Animal Planet show, Pittsburgh, USA. And he can communicate with your spirit animal, too. Consult with one of Britain's leading psychic mediums, John G. Sutton, by going to PsychicWorld.net. If you are seeking guidance, John will use his supernatural powers to tap into your past, present, and future to guide you on the right path. Go to PsychicWorld.net and book your consultation with Britain's leading psychic, John G. Sutton, at PsychicWorld.net.
New Sky Radio. NewSkyRadio.com and Psychic Radio, PsychicOnAir.com, powered by CBS Radio, AOL, and Yahoo, is unlike any talk radio station, with a mission to improve the world one listener at a time. This is where you can be the star of your own show. Our listeners are truly unique, truly interactive, and passionate about their world, the sky, and Psychic Radio listeners genuinely care about the environment, social justice, their personal health, and raising people up to live their best life every day. Our motto is New Horizons, No Boundaries. New Age views, life coaching, psychic analysis, alternative medicine, and cutting-edge mind, body, and spirit shows can all be found on the Sky and Psychic Radio. Perhaps you have what it takes to join our broadcast family: an open mind, a great idea, and a passion for enriching lives. Check out all the exciting details by clicking the microphone on our homepage at newskyradio.com, or give Lisa Rodman a call at 248-546-9600 to learn just how affordable it can be to host a show.
Discover your spirit. Spirit Guide Radio, the Sky's newest network, is seeking spiritual guides who can help our listeners discover their spirit as a radio show host. If you are a professional spiritual teacher or metaphysician, they can inspire and empower our listeners' spirit to fly high. high. Spirit Guide Radio Network wants to hear from you. Call Laura at 309-888-4589. We'd like to hear from experts who can spiritually guide our audience to live life fully, one caller at a time. We seek professionals in the field of tarot, numerology, feng shui, animal communication, exorcism, color therapy, medical intuition, positive witchcraft, neuropathic medicine, herbology, aromatherapy, shamanism, voodoo, Reiki, or energy healing, channeling, ghost hunting. The sky's the limit. Spirit Guide Radio Network would like to hear your proposal for developing a radio show starring you. Call Laura at 309-888-4589. Spirit Guide Radio Network is also seeking guest experts to interview on our current shows on air. Call Laura 309-888-4589 today. CBS Radio's The Sky.
The Sky.
Now back to Psychic World with John G. Sutton, presented by Spirit Guide Radio. Call John G. Sutton now.
248-545-7685.
Good evening and welcome back to Psychic World. I am indeed John G. Sutton, and with me is the amazing Countess Starella. And I'd like to speak, please, to Debbie. Can I speak to Debbie?
Yes, hi, thank you.
Hello, Debbie. Thank you very much for calling in to Psychic World this evening. I'm John G. Sutton, and it's wonderful to hear from you. Debbie, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the way forward here. I feel that your talents have not been recognized in the past by the people who are paying you money. I feel that you are due for a step forward in life. I feel that you're due for a step up, and there is some managerial position that's going to be coming your way. Have you previously worked as a supervisor, Debbie?
Kind of, but I didn't get a change in pay or respect, I guess.
Well, we can all work for nothing, yeah? I've been doing that for many years.
I was person, and it was supposed to be something. I did more work, but not, I ended up quitting that position.
I don't blame you, actually. I mean, you can understand when you're being taken advantage of. And Debbie, unfortunately, as you go through, you look back over your career to date, many people have done that to you, but it's time now for you to actually take control and become possibly a supervisor followed by a managerial role. This is going to involve you doing some further managerial courses, but you are ready for that. You're perfectly willing to learn, aren't you, Debbie?
Yes.
Yes. And you do have a very good way with people. But unfortunately, you're very trusting. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I've learned quite a bit.
You'll learn quite a bit as you go forward, but the more you trust, you see, you've got to actually, to a certain extent, we all have to trust people, otherwise it would be difficult to get through the day if we were distrustful, suspicious and almost paranoid. But to a certain extent, there comes a point when you've been working for somebody else and you're taking responsibility more and more that you've got to say, this is time for me to take a step up the managerial scale, and if you don't mind, I'd like to be properly paid, properly remunerated for my services that you're receiving. Do you understand, Debbie?
Yes, but they didn't. My last thought.
Oh, it's easy for them not to, yeah, but they can then manage without you, can't they?
Well, she got fired after I left, so yeah, it did happen.
That's right. So the next step forward is for you to actually, it's as if you've got to find the right position, which will come to you, by the way. I don't feel it's quite yet. I feel it's more like January into February, but you are going to find a change in your position, that you are stepped up. Would you like to have a quick word with my friend Countess Starella, please, Debbie?
Yes, thank you.
Hello, Debbie. Are you anywhere near Shreveport or Houma? Where are you?
About 40 miles. Well, yes, closer to New Orleans.
Well, laissez les bon temps rouler. Comment ça va, cher? How y'all are down there? Well, I mean to tell you, I bet you didn't know.
I'm originally from here, so I don't speak any French.
Where you originally from?
I'm from pretty much all over, California, some parts of the South. I lived in South America, but I love it here.
It's good for you. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. I want you to say to yourself, the perfect opportunity in career is right at my doorstep. You have a really bright outlook and a lot of wisdom and enthusiasm to bring to this new position. Hold out for the right position. I'm saying a prayer for you.
Okay. I want this. I do want this, but I've been taking healing classes on the side, and I practice on the animals. Do you still see me staying with that on the side as well?
That eventually will turn into a lifelong pursuit of a wonderful, wonderful career dream. Right now, where you are is important. But in the future,
I just had goosebumps shoot up through my body when you said that.
So did I. We're on the same page.
Debbie, thank you very much for calling in this evening to Psychic World. It's great to hear from you. Do call us and tell us that you've got your promotion and that you're winning, and continue with that healing, because you will be bringing a lot of help and compassion to the world. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Debbie. Wonderful caller there. Is it possible to speak to Lauren from... Hello, Lauren. Can I hear Lauren, please?
Yeah, tell me your name.
Hello, Lauren. Can you hear me? Hello. I'm not quite hearing Lauren there. We seem to have lost a connection. Yeah. Can you hear me, Countess?
Yes, darling, I hear you.
Yeah, very good. So we've had a wonderful show this evening. That was a nice lady, and she was talking a little bit about healing, yeah? The healing powers and working with healing animals, yeah? You've done any work healing? I mean, you heard I do give healing occasionally. Do you do any work with healing?
Yes, every single day, and I think when she began to talk, St. Francis was hovering over her. So she seems to have the animal connection, no doubt. Yes, the healing is a big part of my life. I'm working every day to help people, and also teaching them how to protect and heal themselves.
Well, people can call upon the healing energy of their guardian angels, and it will come in. The way that I send healing is obviously on the radio, is through the vibration of my voice. Now, if people are listening in this evening, I'd like to spend just 30 seconds sending out healing to the people who are listening to our program this evening, which is Psychic World on CBS Spirit Guide Radio, and we're here each week at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, myself, John G. Sutton, with Countess Starella. So for the next 30 seconds, I'm going to be sending healing over the airwaves. And if anybody has experienced the feeling, normally the feeling is like a tingling sensation to be felt in the hand, spreads through the body. And this brings healing. So anybody out there who is in pain or is suffering at the moment, what I'd like you to do is just listen to my voice. And over the next 30 seconds, as I'm speaking now, I'm sending out healing vibrations to you. And if you would like to call in next week and tell me that you've received this healing and that you're feeling better. So anybody who's feeling down, feeling depressed, feeling as if life's not worth living, believe me, it is worth living. This evening, myself and Countess Starella sang to you, Young at Heart. And the main line is, if you are feeling young at heart, then you have got a head start, and you can get through life. So please accept this healing that I've been sending out to you, and do ring in next week to 248-545-7685. My name is John G. Sutton, and I'll be here to take your calls, and I'll be pleased to hear you, and I will give you healing on air. Now, Countess Starella, you can get Countess Starella. Just tell us how we can get in touch with the amazing Countess Starella.
Yes, at CountessStarella.com and Aranum.com. And let me just say to all our listeners, we love and embrace you. We support you. We wish to inspire you. And we are always here for you. God bless every one of you.
I'd follow that sentiment exactly. And it's very nice of you to listen to us this evening. Do please listen in next week. This is Psychic World on CBS Spirit Guide Radio. My name is John G. Sutton, and we will see you all next week. Do please listen in to Psychic World on CBS. Thank you very much. Good night.